What you guys, how you doing? Well, welcome to Country Vanlife TV. Thanks for watching again. This is just another quick video in my bloody life, guys. Let's just turn that telly down. Another bit of a dilemma I've had. You've got to be careful in vans, I tell you. Especially me. How I survive, I don't know. How I get from one day, I don't know. Because I keep saying, up here, guys, it ain't brain, it's a tin of mushy peas since I lost my dear wife. But anyway, I went up to the co-op and just to get some bits and bobs, and I saw some big joints of roast beef, half price. They're usually like 12 quid, 6 quid I think there was. So I thought I'll have one of those because that'll last me for about a week. You know, have cold meat sandwiches from it, have a couple of meals and everything for 6 quid. Bargain. We all love a bargain. So I grabbed one of those. I come back to the van down here at Portree. Come back at the van. Thought I'd get it in the oven because I don't like to use a lot of gas, but I just like to have a bit of roast beef now and again. Okay, it's going to take an hour or so using gas, which is a bit of a pain, using all my energy like. But anyway, I put it in the oven because I store all my plates in there. All my plates are stored in the oven. It's a nice storage place for them. So I take all the plates out and put them to one side, get the baking tray, put the beef in there, and you know, baste it and everything and get it all peppered and salted up, stick it in the oven, bang it on nice and slow roast for about an hour and a half or something, and then just turn it up at the end just to get that lovely caramel effect on the outside of the beef. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So smashing. Anyway, I stuck it in the oven, and after about half an hour or so, sat here, I think I was listening to the radio or doing some work on my laptop. I could smell this bloody burning. I thought, what the feck is that? I thought it was something outside. I thought somebody had a fire going outside somewhere or something. And so I'm standing up at the moment to get the best light. Let's do my bloody backing because I've done my backing as well. Anyway, I smelt this bloody. I thought, where the fecking hell is that coming from? I walked outside. There's nothing burning outside. I thought my engine. And I went to the oven. And I pulled the oven open, and a gush of burnt smoke came out the bloody oven. Hold on a minute, guys. Kettle's on, mother. Just bear with me, sorry. Just get me cup of tea going. Kettle's on, mother. No, I didn't leave a towel over the stove, Helen, or anyone else who mentioned that I left a towel by close to the stove when I was cooking once. Yeah, I am stupid, as I say. In my head, it is complete fog sometimes. I just wonder how I get through this life, this van life, looking after myself. And looking after the dog as well, but hey ho, that's my tea on, kettle's on, mother, lovely jubbly. Anyway, open the oven, pool of bloody acrid smoke come out the oven. I thought, what the feck? I pulled the drying tray open, and down the back of the oven, now you know I store my plates in the oven, a row of plates and a couple of pans in the oven, because it's a nice storage area. And to stop them rattling, I put like paper, cloths, towels in between each plate to stop them rattling, because the rattling gets on your nerves driving in the van. I put towels in there, and when I took the tray of plates out the oven to put the roast dinner in the oven, one of the paper little towels in between the plates had dropped down the back. I didn't notice when I lit the oven, didn't know, because you can't see a damn thing inside the van when you're trying to light the oven. It's a pain in the arse bending down there to light that oven in the dark. And when I lit it, I didn't realise that was in there. And of course, when I put the roast dinner in, it started smouldering and smouldering. Eventually, it set on fire. And I took it out, and you saw the pictures of the bloody my sink there. Yeah, you can see that, guys. It's a bit messy. My sink there. Well, you can't see that, can you? It's full of all the burnt ash. The torch gone out now. Typical. My sink there is. Blimey, that's a bit bright, Stephen. You can't see that, guys. But anyway, it's full of burnt bloody. Oh, well. I've turned the bloody lights out now. Come on, Stephen, get your bloody act together. What are you playing at, son? Stress, man, stress. Just turn that down a bit. So there you go. Another bloody dilemma in my van life. Because you know, I could have gone for a dog for a walk or something and come back, and my van could have been on fire. Bloody hell, guys, you've got to be bloody careful. You really have. Normal people have got to be careful. Me, with my bloody fog and my head, my brain being a tin of mushy peas, because I've been rewired since my poor girl was killed. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. How do I get through a day? I don't. Be careful, guys. Be careful. I've got fire extinguishers and blankets by the stove and everything. I've got a fire extinguisher on the wall. But that could have been bloody nasty. That really could have been nasty. You know, I could have walked away from the van for 10 minutes, come back and it would have been on fire. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What a complete and utter plonker. Yet again on CVTV. Be careful out there, guys. Really, be careful. Always make sure you got fire blankets, distinguishers. I've got a carbon distinguisher as well, and a stove flame distinguisher, plus fire blankets and all that. Just be careful in the van because you don't want to burn your house down. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What next on Country Van Life TV, eh? But you can't let it get to you. You can't. It's all testing my resolve. It's testing my strength of character. It's making me, in my same, you know, dramas, but it's making me stronger up here. It really is. You know, when you look back at it, you laugh. All the dilemmas I've had, I always sit back once I've chilled down. I sit back, relax, and I just laugh about it. Just laugh it off, guys. But please be careful. Make sure you got all the safety precautions in your van. The last thing we want is your van, your RV, to be burnt down. You guys, where are we? Oh, school's on the doors. 10 degrees outside, blimey. Day before New Year's Eve and it's 10 degrees. Blimey, O'Reilly, it's warming up a bit. 24 inside and it's 5 to 7. As I said, mentioned my dilemma, setting the bloody oven on fire. What a complete and utter twat. All the burning embers are in the sink there from the tissues, the toilet towels I had in there, paper tissues. Anyway, I've got my roast there, nice big roast of beef, half price, up the Co-op, lovely jubbly. That'll last me a week with a couple of dinners and some nice beef sandwiches. And for tonight, I've just stuck in some chicken nuggets in there to cook alongside the roast beef. 2 meals at the same time. I'll have the chicken nuggets tonight with some sauce and whatever, some cheese sauce or something, and have them for my supper. And we'll keep that roast beef ticking away nicely. And lovely. Have a roast beef dinner tomorrow, and the rest of it will be in sandwiches for a few days. Lovely jubbly. Half price that was. It's supposed to be in 12 quid, I think. I think it was 7 quid, 6 quid. Lovely jubbly bargain. At the Co-op, the most expensive store and the only store on the bloody island. Look, it's out there, guys. It's all wet and miserable. Anyway, it's crack on.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. You deaf look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something.
This is Joe and Craig from, is it Freebie? What's the name of the channel?
Phoebe Adventures.
Phoebe Adventures. Kindly knocked my door. Sat here on Portree Quayside Harbour, one of my sites. Knocked my door and they bought me fish and chips for dinner. How amazing is that?
It's the least we could do.
Van community. Absolutely wonderful. Every time it bloody blows me over.
Right then, Skye, when are you going to get off?
Yeah, before you get a ticket, you haven't got a ticket up there. Yeah, it's lovely to meet you.
Yeah,
you too,
thank
Steve.
you ever so much for your hospitality.
Hopefully we'll catch up again one day.
Yeah.
And keep looking at your channel, give me some comments. I'll do that video for you. As well,
Yeah,
Right.
I'll be taking a few shots of your van when we leave.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Carry
Don't
on.
worry about the crazy yam outside.
Yeah. Do you want to take these rubbish
Yeah.
as well?
You can take any more rubbish if you're going.
Yourself up before you go, Joe.
Yeah.
Ciao, darling.
Right.
You take care. You travel safe. It's lovely to meet you.
And
Thanks
come
for,
on, Skye.
Thanks for dinner.
You're not coming with me.
No,
Come on, get in. I ain't
Check
getting
you
the
out
blame
in a
for
minute.
you running off.
You monkey. You do
Right,
it?
yeah.
Lovely.
Superb.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Steve.
Love to see you.
We'll see you again,
See you
boss.
later.
Okay, mate. Have a good time.
Right, take care.
Ta-da. I'm settled up on the hill just above Portree. I've been down in the harbour doing a bit of shopping. I'll cook my roast dinner down there, that piece of beef I got, which is lovely jubbly. Where are we? 10 degrees outside. Whoa, whoa. That's actually warm for me. Where are we? We've got 20 inside and it's 9:15. Got a dog tethered outside there, Skye. See if you can see her. Where are you, Skye? Hey guys, the light's not very good. Skye, keep still so I can get you in shot. There she is. Hello, darling. You having a little walk outside? All in the darkness here. Oh, it's bleak out there, guys. Anyway, back to my roast dinner. there it is, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. That's lovely. Nice big joints of roast beef. I'll let that cool down. Let's just turn that light down a bit. Bear with me, guys. What's the daisy? Just turn the camera around. There you go. I don't know whether you can see me in the darkness there. Yeah, it should be alright. Yeah, so lovely. So that's me beef done. So that'll last me a few dinners, which is lovely. We avoided some fire, though it was in flames. The actual tissue. Skye, be quiet. She knows I'm on video again, she gets jealous. It was actually in flames in the oven, so be careful, guys. You know, have all your safety blankets and foam and everything, your carbon monoxide sensors. Make sure you got all those in your van. Don't be a daft pillock like, I nearly swore then, don't be a daft pillock like me, you know, mushy pee for brains, so be careful. But we're alright anyway, so we got on. So that's my roast dinner. That'll last me a few days. I'll have a couple of meals. I'll have quite a few sandwiches from that as well. And while I sat down on a portrait, just cooking my dinner, getting the roast done in the oven, had a knock on the door again. Absolutely amazing. Again, this community, I tell you what, it's just everyone I meet is so lovely and so special. It's really wonderful to have beautiful people in your life like this instead of negative people. If you do get negative people, move on, go somewhere else. You're in a van, you can do what you bloody like. If you don't like the neighbours, or if someone is getting a bit umpty, bloody well move on, which is what I do most of the time, because if anybody upsets my temper, I'll bloody lose a fuse, because that's why I avoid confrontation, because it's no good for you. It really isn't no good for you at all. Anyway, knock at the door, and it was Matty and Kerry. Matt and Kerry. Oh, what a lovely couple they were. They've got a little VW. I'll put a couple of clips up here. They're a bit blurred, but it was pitch black, so I put a couple of pics of them. What awesome guys. We had a lovely long chat as well. They just come out for a week here and there, and they're enjoying their tours in their van. They got a lovely VW as well, as you can see by the pictures that I put up. And what a lovely couple, Matt, Kerry. Thanks very much. We had a lovely conversation. Lovely to meet you, and hopefully I'll meet you again one day. And they bought me some chocolates, some snacks, some biscuits, and he even gave me some money for my Wi-Fi, for my data. Well, I don't know. It's just overwhelming sometimes. It really is overwhelming to the point of embarrassment. It really is. So many lovely people. But I'll get some data, Matt. Thank you, and a few pints of Guinness. Matt and Kerry, big shout out to you two guys, and I hope we meet again one day. So thank you. So lovely. Oh, it's a bit dark there, isn't it? Just settling down for the evening now. At least I've got a van, and it's not a pile of ashes. Oh, what a plonker. I'll be a bit more careful. But never mind. Anyway, it's a lovely. It's calmed down, a bit windy. The van's rocking a bit, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Another shout out as well to Wayne and Tasha. How you doing, Wayne and Tasha? They requested me to give them a mention on the show. Another one of my awesome supporters. They comment on just about all my videos as well, which is lovely. It is grand to have the support, it really is. So Wayne, Tasha, big hugs, big loves, and thanks for your support and thanks for watching. And I'll settle in here. It's quite late now. It's 10 to 1 in the morning, believe it or not. But I don't sleep that well anyway. I'll probably go to bed around about 3 and have a few hours. But anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. We've got the new year coming. Well, good morning guys. Next morning now, after my little fire drama. Not to worry, it weren't that bad. It did set into flames inside the oven. If I wasn't in the van, it would have been a different story, I think, but never mind. Anyway, scores on the doors. It's 12:30. It's 11 outside, still nice and mild, but the weather is bloody pants, guys. Look at that. Floods and water everywhere. All the mountains are covered in clouds as usual. It's been raining like this the last 2 days, and it's piddling down, guys. Just look out the front there. That's my front view. I've just got the cattle market there. It's nice and quiet. I love this camp. It's right on top of Portree. Portree's just down there. It's one of my base camps where I settle down for a few days, do a bit of work, editing and whatever for my YouTube. But lovely jubbly. And Skye, hello Skye. Skye, come say hello. Oh, you sat in front of the heater. You're not going to move. Ain't gonna move, are you? Lovely. I got a Gaelic Radio channel playing in the background there. I've just filled up my diesel heater because it ran out. It wouldn't come on this morning. It ran out. Plonker. I've not got a meter on there either. I need to get a meter on that as well. Be nice. But never mind. We're still loving it. Yes, it's been raining the last 2 days. And why has it been raining the last 2 days? Why has it been raining the last 2 days? I'll just spin you around. I'll tell you why it's been raining the last 2 days. Where am we? It's because those guys are back on the island. Just turn the camera around. Yeah, Roman and Raymond are back on the island. The Team Brummies are back again. They've been back for a couple of days and it's not stopped raining since, and the gals have come back as well. I think the bloody rains follow them too, Carl and Ellen. They should be up here soon. I know exactly where I am. So they've been on the island since last night and we're meeting up for New Year, which should be lovely as well with Stu and Dawn as well. Hopefully we'll sort something out. Yeah, so it's a bit miserable today, not a lot to do today. We can't do much in this. I can't go out much in this. It's raining on and off all day today. Hopefully it might get a little bit better in the next few days for Carl and Helen, so we can do a bit of walking and a bit of adventuring, which would be lovely jubbly. Yeah, so my little drama's over with the oven. What a plonker, but anyhow, so you got to be careful, guys. Make sure you got all the safety equipment on board because it can easily happen. If you do have a fire, you need to get it out quickly. I mean, if I was away from the van, it would have been a different story. And it's absolutely piddling down now. So it was quite rocky last night with the winds. I've not had winds like that for quite a few weeks. It's been nice the last run up to Christmas. But we're coming up to New Year now. I'm not sure when this video will be going up, but anyway. Lovely, lovely. I just had another knock at the door, so a camper van pulled up by the side of me, and it was Joff and his lovely lady in the Ducato. Lovely to meet them. They just popped by. They didn't mention me last night. Give me a message, said they might see me later on. They just popped by, which is absolutely lovely. And another, I've got a shout out as well for a couple of guys as well. Jane B, thanks very much for your kindness, Jane. I'll certainly raise a glass to you, sugar. Really, thanks for your thoughts and everything. It's, you know, the support is overwhelming. Bill T, over there in the Isle of Wight. How you doing, Bill? I will be over on the Isle of Wight. It is on my bucket list to get over there one day. I will be spending quite some time down there, but not sure what time it will be, when it will be, but it's definitely on my bucket list, as there is loads of places in the UK. There's so many places I want to visit on the lovely kingdom that we live in. There's so many beautiful places that we all miss. It's a stunning country, it really, stunning kingdom, it really is. So Bill T on the Isle of Wight and Jane B, thanks very much. Joff and your lovely lady, Baggy, is that a nickname, Baggy? Lovely to meet you, lovely guys as well. They're having some great fun on the island. I think they're heading back shortly, back to the mainland, because Joff's got to go back to work, but lovely to meet you guys, it really was lovely. Right, I think that's it for my shout outs. We've had so many people knock the door the last few days as well. Been a little bit busier over the last week, Christmas. I suppose it's because it's a peak visiting season, the week over Christmas, New Year. So there's been one or two more RVs on there, you know, before Christmas. It was empty, absolutely empty. But there's one or two knocking about now. It's quite a lot of Chinese as well. So many Chinese tourists. It's amazing. It's that's all we seem to see. But there are one or two RVs knocking about. What are you doing, Skye? What are you looking at? Hey? Some sheepies out there. Is there some barbars? Eh? Or do you know someone's coming? Who's coming, eh? Is Nookie? Nookie coming? You know who Nookie is, don't you? Eh? I think they'll be here soon. Roaming in Raymond. They brought the weather with them. But it's just starting to get dusk now. Where are we? 20 to 4. 10 degrees outside. Still quite mild outside. Still wet. Still bloody miserable. Still bloody raining. Look. Lovely jubbly. Not too bad though. There's no hacking winds knocking around, which is nice. Skye's certainly got her ears up. She certainly knows something's happening. Skye, Nookie, come in. So they should be in a minute, and kettle's on. Hopefully we'll have a couple of days together, which would be nice. That's what she's got her eyes on at the moment. Lovely jubbly. But I don't know whether we'll go anywhere tonight or what's left of the day. Probably just sit in the van and have a natter. Sort out what we're going to do New Year, which should be cool. Tomorrow night. It's all looking nice and cosy inside Christine. Lovely jubbly. All nice and warm and cosy. I think I'll turn this camera off because just trying to get them coming into the where I'm parked up. It's a nice part this is because you get all signals and everything. You're away from the madding crowds of the Christmas week visitors down below the in the glen with a poultry. So it's quite busy, but that's why I like coming up here because I can be on my own up here for as long as I like. I might run my generator as well tomorrow or the next day. Get my battery systems powered back up to max. That will last me a few weeks then if those are powered up because they've been totally redundant since they ran out a couple of months ago. No sun. It's a lovely jubbly. I'm fishing right. I haven't done much fishing yet. I need to do a bit more fishing. See a quick look around the van, guys. I've had a quick tidy up. My lovely bedroom there. Beautiful. A lovely girl up there as well. You can't see her very well, I don't think. Here she is, Christine. My sweetheart. God bless her. But Skye is wondering, what are you doing, Dad? What are you doing holding that stick and waving it? I think you are a wizard. What do you think, Skye? Eh? What are you looking at, dude? Skye? Biscuit! Yeah, that gets your attention, didn't it? You little tinker. Oh, we've got hills over there as well, guys, with the clouds just coming in on them now. And I'll come back to you later as soon as Carl and Ellen turn up. Lovely jubbly. Later. Right, I think we have... Is it Raymond? Is that Raymond? I think it is. Is that... Who's that, Skye? Eh? Who's that there, Skye? Skye? Who's that, eh? Who's that? Who is that? They're here at last. Roman and Raymond. I don't know if it's going to reverse yet. It's coming in. Who's this, Skye? Is it Nookie? Nookie Monster? Who's it, Skye? Hey? Who's it, Skye? It's Nookie Monster. Who is it? Hey? Who is this? Where's he going? Where's he going? Hey, Skye. Who's that, Skye? Look, she's out the window. She's out the window. She's out the window. Here's Helen in the window. And Carly Wally. The gangster. Lovely jubbly. Love to see these guys again. I think we've met 4 or 5 times now on Anglesey and here and everywhere. But are they going to come out and say hello?
That dog is going to jump over.
I tell you, you can get off me bloody island. All this weather you brought with you. What the hell?
You stay there, not job.
How you doing, sugar?
Alright.
How you doing, darling? Good to see you. Right. Hello, Carl. All right, Mucker. Hello, Nookie. Nookie's trying to get in the van.
No, you're not coming out. You stay there.
God.
You're coming round.
Go on, let's go in.
Lovely job, lovely to see these guys. Just shut that window. Oh. Now, Skye, come here, come here. Come here, you little monster. Skye.
You're going to go in first with the monster.
Skye. Hello, Nookie.
Oh. I forgot, I was film. man, attempting to film.
Come on, you.
I'll turn this off now. Settle down, monster.
Hello, you.
Is that shut proper? Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely to see.
Text Sarah here. She's been.
Oh, just trying to tell it down a bit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What you doing, Skye? I've got some cows on the top of the meadow here. She's not took her eyes off them all bloody morning. It's New Year's Eve morning. Lovely jubbly. Had a lovely night last night with Carl and Ellen and Christine. We had a few drinks. I didn't do any filming of it, but it was a lovely night. And Stu and Dawn came to see us as well, and they went off. But we're all meeting up again tonight, which is lovely. Yeah, had a grand night, and hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, but there's been a bit of a situation which may put the dampers on the old VanMeet and New Year's Eve night out. I'll let you know later on, guys. It's you wouldn't believe it, really. You know, a few hours before New Year's Eve, absolutely crazy. Anyway, I'll tell you a little more about that in later videos. I've got a few videos before Christmas to come up after New Year, on New Year's Day, New Year. So those will be coming up as well. Lovely, some of my adventures, getting back out again because we've been stuck in the van with the bad weather. But it's lovely to see Carl and Ellen, absolutely lovely, and Nookie as well. So we had a lovely night last night. Had a few Guinnesses, we had a good old chat for a few hours. But it's all going to go a little bit pear-shaped, I think. Let's see, shall we? Hopefully it pans out all right. Fingers crossed, guys, but dear oh dear. It's the last thing we needed on New Year, hours before New Year's Eve night. Anyway, guys, you all have a cracking New Year night tonight. Hopefully I'll get this video up before tonight, if I can get some Wi-Fi somewhere. Because all on my own at the moment, but this situation that's developing may develop a bit more extreme what's coming up, so keep in touch and I'll let you know what's happening. Oh bloody hell, Vanlife, sometimes you just don't know what's round the corner, guys. It's all coming in the next upload, hopefully. I'll keep you updated. Anyway, have a lovely New Year, have a cracking 2022, do a lot of travelling, do a lot of roaming, travel safe, have a great time with your family tonight. No drinking and driving, guys. Stay at home or go walk down to your local pub or get a taxi or whatever. Leave them keys at home. Happy New Year. All the very best from me and Skye here on the island. Till later, guys. Have a good one. Ta-da.